So I've said before, but I don't normally do build videos. Exception being apparently weird niche builds, because I kind of like making stuff that's kind of crap in the game work. So on this particular case, I've got a Lancer build for 3-3, so gift of fire boarding on Insane, but you know, whatever difficulty. On this case, it's sort of not particularly going for something just good on the map, but the particle lance has sort of been known for a long time to be not very good on Insane. It just doesn't do enough damage. It does 9,000 damage, which on Intense feels great. You can one-shot Prowlers with that on Intense. On Insane, not going to get that kind of mileage out of it. You don't get the joy of taking revenge on Prowlers that way. But it'll still one-shot like stuff like Runners or Pathogen Runners, Husks, which I'll come back to in a sec, Poppers, Maintenance Synths, miscellaneous weaker crap that no one really cares about. Yeah, this is the single one-shot beam weapon. So I'm just trying to make that work on Insane, essentially. And it turns out Gift of Fire Boarding is actually a pretty good fit for it. Reason being, Poppers, or sorry, not Poppers, Husks, the big humanoid guys, tend to come at you in a column. They'll come charging down a hallway towards you, you know, they'll be all bunched up, and then you basically just come back and fry them once. The reason for that is the Particle Lance, the base Particle Lance, does 9,000 damage. And on Insane, the Husks have 4,015 health. So it absolutely one-shots them, no problem. So when they start coming at you like that, it's you just tap your ability button and they just drop. It's super useful. That's also kind of what I'm doing with the Type 76 Autoshotgun here. I'm just trying to make it useful. Again, it's not as bad as the Particle Lance on Insane, but it also is a shotgun that can't really one-shot anything of use, of note. So I just sort of try to find a niche for it, and it works pretty good on boarding as well with Husks. Here, this is sort of personal preference with the attachments, because I just can't stand this gun when it's a low fire rate. It really wants to be a high fire rate gun to me. So I got the Assault Brake on there. That's all about fire rate. Accuracy's great. Stability's great for control, especially when you're standing still. Compound magazine, that's reload speed, mag capacity, and then once you start hitting a Husk, for example, you get more fire rate. And since they come at you in groups, hey, that fire rate's going to be maxed out pretty fast. Hybrid sight, accuracy and weak point damage, that's pretty standard for shotguns. You know, you're tightening up the spread and getting more damage for headshots out of it. If you can tolerate a lower fire rate, another good choice would be the boosted flash hider, which gives you more effective range and more weak point damage on kill. Because Husks come at you in groups, you're going to be basically just, once you get one down, you're going to have 40% weak point damage for the rest of them. So pretty good for that if you can stand the lower fire rate. I'll come back to the autocannon because that'll be more of a discussion. So in the perks there, I've got Demolisher Heavy Training. That's about the max ammo and reload speed. Lancer Heavy Training, max magazine capacity, and max ammo. Basically, just you're going to be able to last with the autocannon that I'm using here. You got enough ammo. Demolisher Heavy Mastery, fire rate, stability doesn't matter. Increased fire rate again, reload speed with the Lancer Heavy Expertise. Demolisher Heavy Expertise is radius and damage, 50% radius, allegedly, and 10% damage. However, that 10% is a lie. Basically, that perk is bugged, and that's in the current quality of life build from currently in early 2024. right when this video is posted. It's currently bugged, and it's been bugged for a long time. Cold Iron knows about it, but hasn't fixed it yet. Essentially, the UI will lie to you. It'll tell you you're getting way more damage than 10% would be. And in-game, you're not getting 10%. You're getting 6.5%. I can sort of show you that here. No perks there or whatever. So that's not even correct. Just refresh that. Yeah, so 675, that's the actual base damage of the Thunderbolt Autocannon. Yet if you go back to a build, and that's not correct either, so refresh that. Also not correct. It just changes numbers constantly. Nonsense. Yeah, so like it's claiming 876 damage, and that's over 675. That's a 30% increase, which is you're not getting that. So the UI is lying to you. It's bugged. In game, you get 6.5% of an increase from Demolisher Heavy Expertise, and that applies to all heavy weapons. The perk itself is bugged. But I'll come back to this, why it matters for the Thunderbolt Autocannon. Other things here. Omniscience, that gives you 6 stacks of Overwatch, and you don't lose as many as you're moving. Useful. More Overwatch is always good with Lancer. You get more damage out of it. Unshakeable. That's sort of an interesting one for Lancer. It's immunity to most stuns, stumbles, knockdowns, and gives you temporary health, 150 temporary health while it's active, while Onslaught's active. And that's basically standing in for Surgeon's Hands. And that's basically, if you have an ally that goes down, you can pop Onslaught, and then basically you've got Surgeon's Hands and temporary health while Onslaught's active. You can run over to them, pick them up with Bedside Manner, and if poppers hit you while you're doing that, if husks hit you while you're doing that, you can just shrug it off and keep going. So it's pretty useful. It's 150 temporary health won't save you from a husk or a stalker, but you can ignore a couple poppers, especially if you've got a lot of health. So it's helpful. It's sort of a bit better than just Surgeon's Hands on Lancer, if you remember to use it. Bad about that. You've also got Shake It Off, which is 20% of received damage is stored in the recovery pool, and after not taking damage for 8 seconds, you recover the stored amount as health over 4 seconds. So you get basically, 20% of the damage you take back after you're left alone for a bit. Back in action, same thing, just increases the amount of damage it's stored, so 30%, and that's gets you back faster, essentially, as well. Protective Layer, that reduces the damage you take from melee attacks, which is pretty decent. And Environmental Hazards, although I think those count as, either of those, it might be counted as the popper explosions when they jump on you. I'm not sure offhand. It probably does, though, but this is also going to reduce the damage that husks and stalkers do to you. This is generally a good perk. It's not going to be amazing, but it'll reduce the amount of damage you take, especially when you've got all these other healing things going on. Bedside Manner, that's an obvious one. Ally goes down, pick them up again fast. Quick Charge 2, that's, I've got space on my grid, and I want my Particle Lance back faster. Because I don't need any more damage to it, because it's going to one-shot what I'm going to use it on. And, yeah, it's useful that way. Now, the Thunderbolt Autocannon. I'll just go over each of the things here. Attachments. We've got the Counterbalance Break. That's about the fire rate. Stability doesn't matter. Accuracy doesn't matter. Like, I'm not using this to be accurate. I'm using it to hit poppers in mass. Polygonal rifling, I'll come back to in a sec. Quick Charge Armature. You got reload speed, so your reload speed's useful. Then you've got fire rate and rest of it doesn't matter. Just basically you get a hit and you can just start chewing out more fire rate. So it's useful when there's a bunch of poppers coming. Polygonal rifling, again, fire rate. There's also a 50% chance on hit for the enemies to take an additional 10% damage for 5 seconds. The delay for being reapplied there, once every 15 seconds, doesn't matter for poppers. They're dead long before then. That's why I've picked that one as instead of progressive rifling, which is, fire rate, but it also does 10% extra damage to enemies with full health, is quite often you'll have teammates who start shooting poppers as well. Like the Lancer here, this build can no problem soloing an entire horde of poppers, no problem. But you get teammates that start shooting into it too, and turrets, for example, shooting at poppers, and they're no longer at full health, so you're wasting progressive rifling entirely. So polygon rifling works a bit better with teammates, and basically just that 10% chance of extra damage pops in, and they can help. They can do more damage to them as well, and you can do more damage to them. So that's useful. But the interesting part of the Thunderbolt Autocannon on 3-3 boarding here is so on the base damage that it has there is 675 damage, and if you get 4 stacks of Overwatch, sorry, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. On Insane, poppers have 1,129 health. So with a base 675 damage, and then your weak point damage of 150%, you'll need 4 stacks of Overwatch to meet that break point, and you'll get 1,134 damage out of that with 4 stacks of Overwatch, without that Demo Heavy Expertise perk. With the Demo Heavy Expertise, even though it's bugged, if you get a weak point hit on a popper, and the weak point on poppers is small, sort of towards the bottom, like where you'd expect the mouth to be, I guess, on them. With the Demo Heavy Expertise, the damage you get on weak point hit with 2 stacks of Overwatch is 1,143. So that'll also one-shot a popper. So if you get a direct hit on a popper, it's going to die. You'll need 2 stacks of Overwatch, but that's not hard to do, especially with Omniscience. If you don't quite get it, then you can just do follow-up shots, which you're doing again, because it's a bunch of poppers usually. So fire 2 or 3 every time, pretty much. The neat part of that is the autocannon's also an AoE weapon. It's got a blast radius, and it doesn't have any damage fall off, so you can shoot very far away, and you can also hit multiple things at once with it. That's why the stability and accuracy don't matter all that much, because you're shooting low health things. So you just barf out a bunch of shots, and if you get weak point damage and kill something in one hit, great. If you don't, probably if you get 2 direct hits that aren't weak point, that's going to kill it too. If you're just hitting AoE, it's going to sort of depend on how close to the center of your explosion the popper is, and how many stacks of Overwatch you've got. But I've found it generally is 2 to 3 hits in the general vicinity, and the popper will go down, even if you're not hitting weak points or even direct hits. So it doesn't take much. And the neat thing about that is when one popper dies, it explodes and often takes out other poppers near it. And the area effect on the Thunderbolt also does that, so it kills stuff in groups, essentially. So quite often, you don't need to just full auto it all the time. You can just sort of burst fire it a bit, and it'll clean up a whole bunch of them at once. And then you can save tons of ammo with that. Even though this build is not really ammo hungry. And you've got lots of ammo for the Thunderbolt if you're reserving it for mostly poppers. What makes the Thunderbolt also actually really useful on boarding is, yes, it's got AoE, but the AoE is very small. The radius is not big, and you're not at a huge risk of harming yourself or teammates with it if you screw up. And notably on boarding in particular, the capacitors at the end of the map in the final room, they come down from the ceiling. There's 3 of them. They're glowing orange. Shoot the center of those with the Thunderbolt. the area effect, and this happens with all area effect weapons, but the Thunderbolt has other benefits that I mentioned. You're hitting all 3 capacitors at once, and so you just hose one of them, and all 3 of them will die. So you're basically tripling how fast you can complete that area, which is very, very useful on that map. So, yeah. That is my 3-3 specialist, and it works pretty good. Throw you up a video, I guess, of just a couple days ago, me and just some other guy on the Discord, AFE Discord, and just a random. Just pretty much breeze through the map. So it's pretty straightforward. I don't really have a problem with it carrying randoms in it, so it's a good build. Enjoy.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do.
Hey, random.
Get aboard. Shut it down by any means necessary.
And the fact that he's a recon too?
It helps with randoms for sure.
This is a unicorn. I barely ever see anybody play recon.
Makes things smoother. Especially with randoms.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Acid Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Movement! Something new! What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Synths? No, they... Get the people!
Here they come.
Doc, I really hope that
Oh,
wasn't
they don't
nobody
get
you
done
knew.
to fly back, they just fall on the floor.
I didn't know. The company never told us about this place.
I'm gonna stick to the left side.
Yep, usually Phalanx's place. I see our random doesn't want to join us. Oh, there he comes.
His brain slowly acknowledging it.
Coming up from the back! There's an assload of them!
Okay.
Secure. Let's find a way aboard that monster.
He's controlling the back spawns. I think it's on.
Okay. Oh, you may actually catch up to us. There we go.
So I think I might hit you with the radius next time.
Don't think you did. I think I just got bit by something. It's all good though.
I just wish Phalanx had a few more
Hold
different
steady.
perks.
To do what?
Merely a scan.
For what?
They should have gave Phalanx the...
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
I'm having a brain fart with class. The one you're using right now.
The one I'm using right now? Lancer?
Right, so there you go. I had a brain fart for a second. They should have gave the healing regeneration for damage for him instead of the
Yeah, that would probably be a better fit, honestly, for Lancer. Or for Phalanx.
Movement! The little
and then maybe acid damage reduction.
True. Although there is a general one for that one.
There is one, but it's only 25%. Just to make it like a little higher, so it kind of makes it where like pretty much the Phalanx doesn't really get any damage from it.
Let's shut this thing down, Fireteam.
Try not to break anything, please.
Yeah, I was just playing this class for so long, for all these missions. I started noticing what will make this class better, and maybe it would have been more viable for people.
Oh yeah. There's all sorts of little things that probably would be that way. A couple pet peeves of mine, there's a couple attachments that work for things that are two-shot, and the classes that can use them are... the weapons that can use them are not available for the classes that those would be useful for.
Yeah.
Or the heavy attachments that do melee bonuses, and it's like, okay, the Lancer and the Demo never want to be in melee range, so why?
Like, it'll be perfect for the Phalanx.
Yeah.
What would have been perfect was an attachment that
Down
can
for
be
a sec.
used for a gun. Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
An
Guess the
attachment for a
mutants
gun
don't like
that
sense.
would have caused an increased stun for melee damage, but it would have been good for the Phalanx instead.
Big tracker return,
Yeah.
but indistinct.
Leon!
Yeah.
He ran.
Behind you. You ran back.
Hey, our recon has Bloodhound. I didn't even notice.
Oh, he a bougie. He's a good one.
Oh, hello.
Oh shit. Back up.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Oh shit. Right
I'll take
there.
him out.
Catching up.
There we go.
You're fighting that thing like you were the fucking Phalanx. And he popped the drum.
That was me, I think, but yeah.
Are you using the one-shot laser?
I am, yeah, it's like actually viable on this map. It actually does enough damage to kill husks, so like it's actually useful because they don't really spread out. They come in a big line, and it's like, okay, zap, there we go.
No. Take everything out all at once.
Stalker.
Yep.
That was native life. Oh, Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up.
Sure wish our recon put down ammo.
He did earlier.
Did he?
Yeah, I just picked up a few rounds
Oh,
right now.
and it's just behind me. Okay, fair enough.
Nope, no spawn. Hope you drop ammo back here.
Yeah, good enough.
Cynthia left a hologram on in here.
Coming back.
Movement from the sides!
You think we needed a crowd?
I like to drop one just in case the soccer comes here.
Or
You don't really need a ton of them on this map anyway, so. Well, I don't think we're getting the cryo. Or get the soccer, so whatever.
Nope.
All good.
Quick back spawn.
Yeah.
Wayland crew, put him down!
Behind on the back spawn.
Hey, work on the front.
Yeah.
Ow.
Which skin cut?
There we go.
Coming spicy nuggets!
We're gonna. Well, I think he wants to hold out over here.
Oh, if you want. That's fine. unless things lag into my face, you know, reasons.
I know, I'm getting lagged too. I thought I was the only one experiencing it right now.
No, I think the random's hosting, so good times. Wi-Fi internet.
Yeah, I think he. That's why it took a little bit to load the game. I don't think he's outreaching.
Yeah. Got the box up ahead here. But I'm definitely waiting for you guys for this run. Watch the back spawn.
I got it. Oh, shit. Oh, that wasn't fun.
Okay.
Secure. Resume advance.
Little rough, but fine.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Somebody take the gear.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
We got Husk coming in. Watch your left.
Thanks. Turn around right on time on the hit.
Yeah.
Wait a second, the Husk don't attack my shield at all?
No, they don't hurt you through the shield.
No, I'm talking about they don't even attack in general.
Grabbing ammo.
They do, but they're not fast attackers.
This team cannibalized one of their
Yeah,
own.
they just stood there and just stared at me.
Yeah. They will eventually take a swing at you or try and bite you, but
The
yeah.
exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
More pathogens. Secure the compartment.
What's up, what's up? All I hear is the pump shotty multiple times.
Yep.
The door encryption is complex.
I'll do the top one.
There are
Sounds
other
good.
synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able
Stalker's
to
down
reconstruct
here,
the cipher.
careful.
That one's too damaged.
He's coming
That
for me
one's a
too.
loss. Keep looking.
Oh, those poppers are not making my day a good done.
He's coming back along.
Yeah.
Drop him up quick. Get him defused again.
There we go.
We'll do the top one.
Yeah, I'll get the other bottom one.
Grabbing ammo.
It's up top.
That memory unit is too damaged. Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Pathogen. Watch the lower deck.
Rearm.
Come on, bot. I'm not coming middle. I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm calling to you.
Clear.
Okay.
Patch it up.
It's not overdone with. Okay,
How many people did Waylon have in here?
that's good enough.
I think our teammate healed you.
Yep,
I
our
have
random did.
reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper
I was just
door.
about to complain about why he
Override
dropped
window.
ammo instead of shooting, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm totally glad he healed me.
That's fine. I'll deal with it. Damn, he does have a bad host connection.
Yup.
Whoa. S, is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality, Oven, to grow.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
How are we gonna do this? You wanna do the finish the whole wave type of shit?
Sorry, what?
How are we gonna do this? You wanna finish the whole wave before we move up anyway?
We could if you want. Usually I'm pretty good about just killing the things, then running off.
Access the control instrumentality.
Cause we could hold up. We could hold up in this little area, put a cryo, and just kill everything and then destroy the things right after.
It's up to you.
Keep it tight.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells. Ah, I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Got it. Shoot those two. Things are getting
Oh,
hot.
when you wanna fall back, you can.
Stalker in the room. Somewhere.
Stalker, you can come back. We got a cryo right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Be aggressive. Ooh, damn, I was saying, God, I ran out of ammo. So this man was about to get shot in the face.
Scratch one capacitor.
There we go. Get the fuck out of here.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Can't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end.
Coming around.
Enter the sequence. Bone, protective, withdraw. Two additional capacitors have been exposed.
So you can work on that stalker with the random.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
No fucking way.
Run to the exit and win?
Yep.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Thing's half alive. It's just our luck if it heals, Co. Set us down in that hangar. Fireteam, prep for extract. Beers are on me.
A little messy and laggy, but that's fine.
At the end, we completed the mission.
Yep. Who did I shoot for friendly fire damage? I didn't even notice.